Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. The success of Scotland and the UK's vaccination scheme means we can now look to move forward and remove almost all COVID restrictions. In advance of today's statement, my party called for the easing of restrictions to happen as planned. We highlighted the need for rules on social distancing to be removed so that businesses can get back to normal trading. We sought changes to the self-isolation rules for those who've been double vaccinated and a move towards a test-first system, instead of a blanket requirement to self-isolate for 10 days. And we've argued for some time for changes to self-isolation for children in schools, to prevent their learning experience from being disrupted further. For the same reason, we wanted to see the requirement for face masks in schools be removed. We proposed these steps because the vaccine is working. It is saving lives and limiting the spread of the virus. And that's why I would urge everybody to go out and get it. We're pleased the government have listened to our suggestions. However, overall, today's statement is a mixed bag. It takes some welcome steps in the right direction, but these ongoing restrictions will hold Scotland's recovery back. When Scotland moved to level 0, some people were rightly confused because level 0 implies no restrictions, yet many restraints remained in place. We've now moved beyond level 0. Again, people would rightly assume this means that COVID restrictions have been dropped, but still curbs remain in place. Yet again, the goalposts have been moved. We're beyond level 0, at level -1 or level -2, and still the government is clinging on to large parts of people's lives. Events still have capacity constraints. The threat of local lockdowns and travel bans remain. The government seems to be U-turning on COVID status certification, home working is still being enforced, and social distancing is in a very grey area, where the legal restriction is gone, but the guidance remains in force. Clear communication is essential to maintaining public trust and compliance. There isn't much clear on many fronts in this statement. People have gone through a lot. They've sacrificed and tolerated severe constraints on their lives. They've done this with impressive dedication because it was necessary and the public health data supported those decisions. But they're losing patience with these last-minute extensions and limitations on their lives without full justification or a clear idea of what comes next. So can I ask the First Minister, are you seriously considering in the future imposing another local lockdown or introducing a travel ban where people can't leave their local area? And if so, how will that be enforced? When will the limbo on social distancing end so that all the barriers are removed? And finally, can I ask the First Minister, given the scale of Scotland's drug deaths crisis and the heartbreaking loss of life, even at this late hour, will she finally step up and lead her government's response this afternoon?